Hey guys, welcome back to the process. In today's video, we have another $10 budget challenge where I went on tcgplayer.com and I spent $10 on Pokemon cards to try and flip for a profit. And this is what I came up with. We got the bodybuilding dumbbells from Burning Shadows. We have the Machamp GX, also from Burning Shadows. We have Celesteela GX. This is from Unbroken Bonds. And then we have a Galarian Mr. Rhyme, and that is from the new Shining Fates Shiny Vault. I spent a total of $10.01, so I did go just a tad bit over the budget, but I'm not going to tell anybody. Going into the first card, we have the bodybuilding dumbbells. In my opinion, gold cards are way undervalued. I picked this card up for $2.89, and in my opinion, that's just an absolute steal for the highest rarity card you could possibly pull. Burning Shadows is really notoriously known for its really bad pull rate and also for its really low quality print run. So to get this really high rarity card in really good shape, when I saw the $2.89 price tag in its near mint state, which is what it was listed as on TCG Player, I grabbed it up as fast as I could. Overall condition is really nice in my opinion. I think that little bitty white speck in there is actually a piece of dust, not actually on the corner. Overall is really good condition card. I do believe there's a little bit of whitening here on this edge. The last PSA 10 of this card sold for $74.99 with that little bit of edge wear right there, and possibly that being corner wear. This wouldn't get a PSA 10, but it could still be in the realm of a PSA 9 if I were to send it in. The last PSA 9 of this gold bodybuilding dumbbell secret rare sold for $47. So for $2.89, if I spent the $20 to get it graded through PSA and it came back a 9, I would still be making a little bit of profit off of this card. There haven't been any CGC sales or anything to compare it to. I would guess that a CGC 9.5 I could probably sell for around $55 to $60, just a little bit lower than the PSA price, obviously. I think I could sell a CGC 9 for around $35. With the grading cost being $9 versus $20, it's still a pretty good profit margin to send it in through CGC. I think if I sent this one in, I would be in the realm of an 8 or a 9 if I was lucky, with that little bit of edge wear. But for a Burning Shadows card, this is really nice in my opinion. The second card I purchased was this Machamp GX Full Art. This is also from Burning Shadows. It's from the same seller. I paid $3.25 for this card. It was listed in near mint state. As you can see, the centering is pretty bad from top to bottom. Bad thing about TCG Player is they can list it in near mint state, and it has nothing to do with the centering of the card. It's just the actual, condition of the card. Like I said, the centering is really bad on this one. Not quite bad enough to get an OC grade. It's just bad. I really like this card. That's one of the main reasons I picked it up. And for $3.25, I could probably resell this card in its near mint state for around $5, maybe $5.50. I don't know if I would get this one graded. There haven't been any sales since the beginning of 2020. So all of the pricing information I could find was pretty outdated, to be honest. The last one that did sell for $100 in a PSA 10. The last PSA 9 sale was $40. I believe those could be a little bit higher. This would probably get like an 8, if 9 if I was lucky, since they are kind of lenient on the centering. There's a population of 21 10s and 24 9s. So it's not, a very easy card to grade, because Burning Shadows is notoriously known for its bad print quality and its really difficult pull rates. So any really good Burning Shadows cards that I'm finding, I'm just picking them up and putting them away in my personal collection, because I believe in the future the higher quality ones are going to be in high demand because of the bad print runs it had. I believe if I graded this through CGC and it came back a 9, I could probably sell it for around $35 to $40. So for, a $3 card, $9 grading fee, making 4 times profit, minusing all the fees and everything like that, you can still make a little bit of money. You don't always have to hit a home run whenever you're, flipping cards. If you're just consistently making money as you're doing it, you're going to be just fine. The next card I picked up was the Celesteela GX. The main reason I picked this card up is because I was just trying to fill out my $10 budget, and the seller had this card listed for $1.22. And for an Unbroken Bonds full art, I thought that was a really good price. This is a really cool looking Ultra Beast card. The Unbroken Bonds pack price has just been going up and up and up, like most of the other tag team sets and a lot of the other Sun and Moon sets. So for $1.22 to get one of the higher rarity cards from the set, I just couldn't pass it up. The centering on this one is much better than the Machamp, as you can see. I think this one would realistically have a shot at a 10. I don't normally say that. As you can see, it's a little bit off-centered, but not enough to where it would be out of the realm of a PSA 10. For a CGC 10, I don't think it's possible for this card. Could probably get around a 9, maybe a 9.5 if I was lucky. The last sale of this card was over a year ago as well. Not a lot of these have been graded. It has a population of, I actually don't have any information on the population. I apologize for that. But it is a very low population card because it's just not very popular. I would probably guess less than 10 of these. The last one sold for $55 over a year ago. There have been no CGC sales either. But if this came back at a 9 or 9.5, I could probably resell it for around $25 to $30. And I know that doesn't seem like a very high number, but for a $1 card with a $9 grading fee, if I, $10 total investment in this and I can sell it for 25, even with fees, I would almost be doubling my money still. So not a bad pickup. You can make money off of these, less popular cards because just not a lot of people are looking for them. The last card that I picked up was this Galarian Mr. Mime card. I paid $2.65 for this card total. There's not a lot of grading information on this card yet. I picked this up mainly because I thought it would look really cool inside of a CGC case if I did grade it. And I really like Mr. Mime. I think he's really cool. The color coordination with the CGC case would just be a bonus. After I received this card, the Galarian Mr. Mime card did go up in price a little bit. It was hovering around $4 when I picked this card up for $2.65. Since I received it, it's gone up to about $7 to $8. So just in the time it took to ship to me, this card has appreciated quite a bit, which is not very, it's pretty common nowadays. A lot of cards are just skyrocketing, overnight. And this isn't really a skyrocket, but for it to increase by almost 100% in less than a week it took to get to me, that's pretty awesome. If I graded this, I don't think it would get a PSA 10. If it did come back at PSA 10, I could realistically see it selling for maybe $70 or $80. If it came back at PSA 9, maybe $40 or $50 at the most. I'm going to send this into CGC and put it in my personal collection. So I'm not going to really guess on a value of the CGC one because I just don't really care. I'm more interested in just, having this card because I think it looks really nice. Like I said before, the total I spent was $10.01 on these 4 cards. I think I did pretty okay. The total raw value, if I were to resell these cards, would be about $22. So it would be just a little bit over double what I paid for them. The potential graded value, if they all came back as high as possible, they could, come back being around $300 or so total value. Minusing fees and card costs and everything like that, could be a profit of around $200 on the low end of what I expect. I think the comeback being worth about $160, and after fees and everything like that would be a profit of about $75 or so. So not too bad on a $10 purchase. Obviously the grading premiums are almost a year away now because it takes 7 to 12 months to get graded through CGC and PSA. But if you're patient and you're willing to have your money out that long, it's definitely worth it. CGC did just switch their grading process to where they don't charge you until it's closer to the grading time, which definitely helps out quite a bit. I do appreciate you guys checking out this video. If you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, please do that for me to let me know to keep making these kind of videos. Thanks and have a good night.